Alright, I totally haven't made a tutorial in 50 years, but today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Psych engine mod. Yeah, this is the basics, so I will just be showing how the engine works. So yeah, so you're probably wondering, how do I get Psych engine? You can skip to here if you already know, if you already have it. But basically, you just search Psych engine on Google or something. If you want the weighted version, go to Game Banana. Give me a second, Game Banana's a little slow today. Okay, it's just a white screen. Okay, so if that does happen, you can just go to GitHub, and that'll work just fine. So you want to go to the releases here, the releases tab here, and we have the weighted version, which is 1.0.4. We have for simplicity's sake, I'll do this whole tutorial on 1.0.4. You can just press if you have 64-bit, you can just press this one, but if you have 32-bit, yeah, and if you have like Mac OS or Linux. Yeah, just click it and it'll download straight away. If you're wondering what version of Psych engine I use, in page 2 I use 0.6.3, and that's how I make all my mods. So once you have your engine installed, you can just extract it, and when you open your folder, yeah, you have Psych engine, very cool. So when you open your application here, which should be Psych engine.exe if you use the Windows version, it'll straight away open Psych engine, because that's what an application does. And because it's 1.0, it's gonna freeze for a second. Amazing. Alright, so when you press 7 on your keyboard, you have all this stuff here, and I'll be showing what each one does. So the chart editor is used to make like songs playable. So let's say you make a chart, you can use the scroll wheel to scroll down. Why is it scroll so slowly? Oh wait, you can make chart, the grid is for placing the notes, and beats per minute, scroll speed, which makes the notes even faster. Player, opponent, and girlfriend changes the characters. Stage changes the stage. We'll just do Philly, which is week 3. Oh my god, it goes up to 5 times playback rate. No way. Oh wait, it's a chart editor thing. Events are basically like, it's basically a more soft-coded way of adding stuff mid-song. So let's say like you shake the screen. Let's say you want value 2, which is the UI. You make it last 1 second, and then you add a comma because that's what it wants you to do. And then 0.05, which is actually a lot of screen shaking, so we'll just do 0.01. And then we can add like oh yeah, also autosave. You could add like a lot of camera zooms. You could change the scroll speed in 2 seconds. You can also add your own custom events, but we'll get into that in a future video. So yeah, let's play our chart. Wait, can I 100% this? No! Dang it. Yeah, that's what the chart editor does. The character editor is how you can add all of your characters, so you can use I, J, K, and L to move around. If you press F1, you have all this stuff. I'd recommend read all this. If you press F12, you can toggle this, which is pretty cool. If you hold control. If you're in like an older version, I would recommend just press R to reset the zoom before adjusting all this stuff. Yeah, we're going to change the icon to boyfriend W. Then we'll make him very small. Then we'll turn off flip X so he's not looking at anyone at all. And then we'll move him this way here. Yeah, that he's very short now. It's little man, guys. Now to actually save your character, you just press save character. And then you go to your mod, and so when you go to the mod folder, there's a mod template here, and you can just extract this, extract here, and then you have my mod. You can change it to whatever you want, basically, I think. And that's our mod. Obviously, you don't have to make it this long. Don't do that, please. And I spelled it wrong. Amazing. So now you have all this stuff. So now you press save character, and then go to your mod, and then mods, and then your mod pack here. And then characters, and then you can just name whatever you want. So boyfriend Tiny. Now you can leave the character editor, go back to your chart editor, and then player, and then you can change it to your character. I swear. Oh yeah, I remember now. So you have to actually go to your mod directory by using the left and right arrow, and now you can change it. Are you serious? Why is it not a JSON? Remember to just check up on this. Sometimes it doesn't make it a JSON file for some reason, but that's okay. Alright, so now it is there. And yeah. Whoa. Yeah, that's how you add a character. Let's say you have a sprite sheet, you can just do that. Alright, to actually replace your sprite sheet, so it's not boyfriend, just remove all this stuff here. Do not get rid of character slash. That's very important. And then just get your sprite sheet name. So for example, to get Tankman Captain, which is just Tankman. Whoa. And then to get your animations, just get your symbol name. If you don't know what your symbol names are, you can just open up your XML file and then just find your idle animation. Then you can just copy this. I really should have explained this better. So this XML file may look very confusing. There's a lot of stuff. But all you have to worry about is the symbol name. So take away the frame width, frame YX, height width, YX again. Subtexture name, the numbers here, and you have your symbol name. You just copy and paste that, and you're good to go. I swear as this tutorial goes on, it'll get a Watson board, so wait, no, please don't quit. Oh, okay, we're good. Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. So when you get your idle animation, you can just replace the animation symbol name or tag, and there we go, we have our animation now. Amazing name, I know. Remember to check if it's a JSON file before actually doing anything. And yeah, now we have our characters here. Now for the stage editor, this is for adding stages. And without a stage, they are in the void. So stages are kind of required to make a good mod. Unless it's mods like this where they just make it a white background, but anyway. So you probably noticed that the object tab just doesn't work. That's because you actually need to make a new sprite first. So we're gonna make a solid color because I don't have an image prepared for this. So now we can go to object here. We'll call this yes. And we'll make the color CC6666, which is totally doesn't look familiar at all. I would say you want to have like a low quality mode of this. That's what these options are for. So because I have high quality on, this does nothing. But if I turn off high quality, this will only be visible if you have low quality on. And the camera target, that's what the camera target does. Now you're probably wondering how to change the layer because only boyfriend's visible and we don't want that. That's what the move up and down for. So if we actually move it up, you can see it moves up and now boyfriend's gone. So this is basically just layering here. So you can just move it all the way down. And now it's behind everything. Yeah, very cool. So now you can just save this and then go to mods, your mod, and then stages, and then just name it whatever you want. Yes. And just check if it's a JSON file. I don't know why it does this to me. I don't know why it does that to me. It feels so random. Alright, you can also hide girlfriend. Whoa. Now that you have it saved, you can just go out and back in to test it out here. So staged and yes, and it absolutely works. But what about in the song itself? So we'll go back to the chart editor. As you can see, we have our song. We'll change the stage to yes. As you can see, it shows up. And it works. That was really bad. Hang on. And as you can see, it works. There we go. Now for the weak editor. This one's also very important. So let's say you're in story mode or free play. This is how all the songs are stored in. So you can actually play them without having to go to the chart editor. So let's just say the mod is a blue guy. Blue guy wants you to die. Last time I did this, yeah, wasn't very good. So I'm remaking this as a series now. So yeah, the version you use can also vary heavily as well. I would mess around with other versions until you find the one you like the most, which for me is 0.6.3. I probably should have mentioned that in the intro, but that's alright. Alright, so we'll just call this Lapis because I'm totally very good at names. If you want to remove the characters, you can just make it blank, just like that. I'll just make it all boyfriend, and then you can change the stage. And if you're wondering where you put that in, you just go to images and then menu backgrounds and you just put your image there. And for your information, the canvas size should be 1280x86. Oh, I guess the dimensions, that works too. Now for our free play, if you want to have your icon, just go to selected icon and then just name your icon, and there we go. And for icons, the canvas size should be 300x150. And background color, this isn't an RGB value, we'll just make it blue, just like that. And hide weak from free play basically just hides it from free play, and vice versa for story mode. So now if we go to other, you can basically this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty sure you can figure this out pretty quick. The weak file for the weak start to unlocked feature. So let's say if you beat week 3, you can get week 1. Basically how difficulties work is the default ones are easy, normal, and hard. I mean, it does say here, but you can actually have more than that. So let's say you want hard difficulty and insane difficulty. Whoa! Just make sure the first letter for each difficulty is capital. Just be a little careful with that. Just do uppercase first letter. So now it's only hard difficulty. So now we're gonna save the week, and then equals to a menos ratio unos a couple of and then we'll just save this as lapis. So now if we go to free play, we should have our week in there. Are you serious? Okay, remember to make it a JSON file. I don't know what I keep forgetting to do that. I don't know why it does that. It shouldn't do that for you. I don't know why it does it to me. And there we go. Now, menu character editor is basically for your menu character. So let's say we have I use as boyfriend. You can just go to mod images menu characters and then save your JSON file there, and then you're good to go. You can put in the week editor. Just like that. Just make sure it's the same name as the JSON file. Alright, dialogue editor. There is a wiki where you can download the dialogue script. Psych Engine has a wiki. I'll put it in the description where you can download the dialogue script. I'll actually show it right now. And then look for WooScript API, and then there it is. Make it in code snippets. Yeah, okay. So if you go to code snippets, you just download this, so we'll actually download that. So then you'll have a dialogue JSON Lua file. So we're just gonna download that. It's only 600 bytes, so we're gonna get new folder. And this is basically your song name. We'll just do test, and then just drag your dialogue in to your song. I explained this part terribly in the recording. So the data folder is for your charts, which is what the playable songs are for, which we mentioned earlier. The songs folder is for your music, which you can use it in charts. Each folder here is basically a brand new song. So we have test and then fresh. Fresh has already been created, so we don't need that. But test hasn't. It's a song in the assets folder, but it's not a chart, so we can just do that. And now we can just save our chart. So we go to file and then save as. Then we go to data and then our song. I'm gonna sneeze, oh my god. Alright, test hard, and then it'll say this. If you want to have a different difficulty other than normal difficulty, just put a dash here and then your difficulty name, and then you're good to go. Now we're back to the week editor because I'm just going to change it to test for simplicity's sake, but we'll change it back later. So now if we go to free play. Alright, now we can actually get to making our dialogue. So let's say boyfriend just straight up says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then girlfriend says what? And that's our dialogue. There we go. Now we're going to replace dialogue.json. You don't need to modify the Lua file at all, because that just adds the dialogue for you, so you're good to go. So now dialogue portrait editor. Let's say you have a sprite sheet for them talking, for your character talking. You can change the character type, and the animations here. You have talk. You have your symbol names here for looping and idle. If you have a static image, you can quite literally just make them the same name. It's like this, boyfriend 0. Now there is a red and blue thing here when you move them around. Red is loop. Blue is idle. We'll put it back. Right, there we go. We're good. And then you can save it just like that. Here you go to images and then dialogue and then put it there. Kind of weird because it's in images, but that's alright. Just remember that. For dialogue, you put it in images dialogue. So then when you go to the dialogue editor, you can add your characters. So let's say you name the dialogue JSON like this guy. It'll show up, but we don't have that, so it doesn't do that. It's just boyfriend. And finally, the note splash editor, which adds note splash. I have never used this before. Okay. Alright, so now that we have our dialogue and all that and our chart. Alright, so as for the week 7 stuff, we don't have that. We just have the Hakeswixel logo. So if I show you how to add that, if you go to weeks, focus on the JSON name here. So it's lapis. So now we're going to go on paint.net and then we're going to open our image. So now we'll get paint.net or just any drawing program you use. I like using paint.net because I don't take my mods seriously at all. You're going to want to open a template. So well, I'll get that. Oh no. For the template, you can just go to assets and then shared images and then story menu. And then we'll just get week 1 and then we'll delete it. So you could put a lot of effort into this. I'll just use Comic Sans because I'm a genius. Yeah, I'll just use Comic Sans because I am a absolute genius. Now we're gonna save that into mods, your mod pack images, and then story menu. And then we'll call it the week JSON name, which is lapis. Now that we have Lapis, this should be the same exact name as your weak JSON name, which is Lapis, which for me is Lapis. So now if you go to story mode, it should be there. Yeah, let's go. And that should be it for the basics. So I'll in future parts, I'll show you how to I'll show you how I make music, how I make sprites, how I chart, just stuff like that. There should be a playlist when this video comes out. You can focus on that for each video I upload, which I upload every 3 years. So yeah, let's check out test. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. What? And that's our dialogue. We have our character. Best mod. Best mod ever. This is the best mod ever made. Nothing's gonna be better than this. We have created a masterpiece. We are officially a FNF modder. We still got a few more parts to go, but we're getting there. So yeah, that's part 1 of tutorial on how to make FNF mod. More parts will be coming soon where I show how to make sprites and music and coding and charting. Coding will probably be the hardest part for me to teach, but I'll try. Oh, let me get a 7-up for this outro. Alright, I got a 7-up. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll try and lead you in the right direction. Would be kind of hard to do through comments. Remember to try other versions, see what works best. Maybe you'll prefer 1.0, or maybe you'll prefer 0.6.3, or maybe you'll prefer 0.1. And there's no need to worry if you think your mod sucks, because as you improve, you will get better at it. I recommend just do whatever you're passionate about. I was passionate with FNF modding and it got me 5 years of experience. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you guys want to see another video like this, be sure to customize channel to this channel and turn on the manage videos button. I'm trying to get 20k subs. And if you guys want to play the mod, we don't have one yet. However, we will as more parts arrive. So yeah, for your mod, I wish you the 7-up of good luck. With a mixture of water along with that. Okay, that tastes awful. Hey, can you help me with my FNF mod?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
It's about a mod. His name's Red Guy. He has like 16 songs, and there's like a whole bunch of songs. There's a 40-minute song in it, where it has like a bunch of mechanics. There's also a whole bunch of backgrounds in it also, and you're just up against one character, which is Red Guy. There's also 3 bonus songs, which I don't have much plans for, but one of them is Red Spam Challenge, which is based on Zelda Spam Challenge, which is 10 minutes long. There's also going to be a secret song called Scarletophobia, which has like 30 million notes in it, and if you press 7 on that song, you get taken to you get soft walked. There's also 12 songs in the main week, and it has a whole bunch of cutscenes and dialogue. Can you help?
Do I look like ChatGPT?